So we are starting again. This is from Sebastian from Germany. He would like to tell us more about business letters. So please, can you continue, please, sir?
Yes, of course. So welcome everybody. For the presentation in subject English 4, I wanted to thank Professor Dr. Emanuel Enrique Okafor for having me here and giving me the chance to talk about what is a business letter. First of all, I will go over the structure. I structured my presentation in the following points. So first of all, I will give a quick introduction. After that, I will talk about the importance of a business letter, followed by the purpose of a business letter. Then I will talk about different types of business letters. I will go over the overall structure of a business letter so that everybody of you can write one on your own. Then I will handle some do's and don'ts while writing a business letter, and then I will wrap things up and give a quick conclusion. So first of all, let's start by defining what a business letter is in general. So a business letter is a formal document used for communication between companies or between a company and its clients, customers, or external parties. So there are a lot of different purposes. While writing a business letter, we will go over them later. I also want to make clear how to effectively craft a business letter so that every one of you can craft one for various professional situations. Now let's talk about the importance of business letters. So why don't we just write an email instead, for example? There are 3 key reasons why business letters are so crucial in today's professional communication and workforce. First, they help in establishing and maintaining business relationships. So formal letters create a sense of professionalism and trust, allowing businesses to build and nurture long-term relationships with clients, partners, and stakeholders. Second, business letters are vital for increasing goodwill of the firm. So sending well-crafted letters, whether for acknowledgement of achievements, express gratitude, or offer support, helps create a positive association and strengthens the company's reputation. Finally, business letters are crucial for maintaining secrecy. So in a formal business setting, letters can be used to handle sensitive information securely, ensuring that important details are only shared with the intended recipient. So these 3 aspects highlight why business letters play such a crucial role in today's world and cannot be replaced by other forms of communication, such as emailing, Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, and so on. As you can see here, there are different types of purposes of a business letter. I will briefly go over them. So first, we have a business letter for inquire about current or prospective orders. So businesses often use letters to ask about information about products or services they want to purchase, for example. Second, business letters are perfect to settle transactions. So business letters are a formal way to finalize deals or transactions, ensuring both parties are clear on the terms of and the conditions of the transactions. Business letters are also good for establishing business relationships, as said before, by formally introducing one business to another or responding to inquiries. Letters can be lay the foundation for long-term partnerships. Fourth, business letters are good for persuading clients and customers to make a sale. So sales letters are crafted to convince clients to take action, to purchase a product, for example, or to subscribe to a service. Fifth, business letters are very good for keeping records of business transactions. So business letters often document transactions for future reference, for example. Last but not least, business letters are good for thanking or recognizing an individual's achievement. So letters can also express gratitude or acknowledgement for accomplishments, which helps to build professional relationships. And lastly, business letters help to acknowledge payments or confirm deliveries. So letters provide a formal way to confirm that payments and deliveries have been received, ensuring transparency and accountability. As you heard now, some examples of purposes of business letters. Please never forget why there is the need for business letters. So always emphasize the importance of professionalism in business communication. It builds trust, maintains clarity, shows respect, reflects company values, and enhances a positive reputation of the firm. So now let's take a look at some of the most important types of business letters. I will go over the 4 key examples. So first is the inquiry letter. So an inquiry letter is used to ask for information or clarification about product, services, or partnerships from another business. This type of letter helps companies to get the details they want or they need to make decisions, especially when dealing with new partners or unfamiliar products. Second, there's the complaint letter. There's always the possibility that something goes wrong, you receive faulty products, or you're experiencing poor service. So a complaint letter is written to address these issues. It is an important tool for resolving disputes in a professional manner, ensuring both parties can find a suitable solution. Third, there is the order letter. So this is a formal way to place an order for goods and services. In an order letter, businesses clearly specify the quantity, the price, and the delivery terms, ensuring there's no confusion during the transaction process. Lastly, we have to deal with the sales letter. So a sales letter is designed to promote products or services. So the goal here is to encourage potential clients to purchase a product, to attend the event, to subscribe to a service. And these letters are always important and key for business growth and expanding customer base. So now that we've discussed some common types of business letters, let's look at the overall structure of a business letter. No matter what type of business letter you're writing, the overall structure remains the same. At the top, we have the sender's information, which includes the sender's name, the address, and the contact details. Right below that, there's the date, which should be written in full format, so month, day, and year. Next, we include the recipient's information, so the name, the company's address, and the title. Following that is the salutation, where we have the possibility to greet politely, so Mrs., Mr., dear, and the last name. The main part of the letter is the body, which includes 3 sections. First, the introduction, then the main message, and the conclusion. After that, there's the closing, which is a polite sign-off with sincerely or greetings. And after that is the signature block, which leaves space for the sender's signature and name. While the content of a business letter can differ, the overall structure remains the same. Yes. So, when writing the body of a business letter, there are some do's and don'ts you should always keep in mind to be successful while writing a business letter. So let's start with the do's. So do keep it clear and concise. So make sure your letter gets straight to the point without unnecessary details. This helps the recipient quickly to understand your message. Do organize your content logically. So structure the letter in a way that flows naturally, with clear introduction, main points, and conclusion. This will make it easier for the reader to follow your message and understand your message. Now for the don'ts. So don't use informal language. So business letters should always maintain a professional tone, even if they are a complaint letter. So don't ever insult anybody or try to avoid slang or overly casual language. Lastly, don't be vague or ambiguous. Sorry. Don't be vague or ambiguous. So the clearer your message, the less likely it is to be misinterpreted. So by following these do's and don'ts, you'll be fine on your way to write a business letter. So now to wrap things up, let's take a look at the conclusion and the takeaways from today's presentation. So first, clear communication is key. So business letters are essential tools for formal and professional communication, helping ensuring that your message is understood clearly. Second, follow the structure. So by using the correct structure, you can ensure your letter is well written and organized and easy for the recipient to read and respond to. Lastly, professionalism matters. So maintaining a professional tone, language, and format in your business letter helps to build trust and credibility, which are crucial for building professional relationships. Yes, by keeping these takeaways in mind, you'll be on your way to write an effective business letter. So thank you for your attention. Are there any questions?
Wow. Okay, we'll start all over from the first part so that we discuss about your presentation. Okay, what is a business letter? Okay, continue.
Yes.
And the structure of your presentation,
Yes.
you are starting with the introductory part, telling us importance of a business letter, and then types of purpose of a business letter, types of business letters, structure of a business letter,
Yes.
the rules and regulations, and conclusion. Okay, the next slide is maybe I will use the other thing to make it easy. Where is that?
This.
Yeah, did you put it? Okay, it's there already. Okay, so now we are in introductory part. So question, what is a business letter in general? A business letter is a formal document used for communication between companies or between a company and its clients, customers, or other external parties. So what have you to say, Nicholas, about business letter? About this, what do you know about business letter and what have you to say?
I think, for example, if a company makes a big deal with another company, they always do their transaction with a big business letter, so they have it in form and they both can have this this letter and have it on paper. So I think a business letter is very important for big companies. And yes.
So between you and myself as a lecturer, when you write to me, maybe you want to skip a class or you have reasons for one thing or the other. Is that a business letter also or not?
I don't think it's a real business letter. It's like a normal message, but it's not that type of business letter big companies use. I think when you have a business letter, it's like more formula and more it's like a larger letter, I think.
Why a business? Why is it not a business letter? Do you have any concrete reason why writing a lecturer excusing yourself from a class is not a business letter? Do you have any more reason for that?
Yeah, because it's like it's a business letter, but very small. I think it's like more like a paragraph. If I write you that I'm skipping class or stuff like that.
Really, Christopher, what do you think? A lecturer, maybe you want to miss a class and want to write a letter to the lecturer.
Yeah,
So is that a business letter? If not, why is it not a business letter?
I would say no, it's not a business letter. I would consider it more than a small inquiry. You don't sign it, and I maybe send it to you via line or via like a text messaging app
If it is written as a letter.
as a letter. So I send it to you by email or What do you mean?
So, Sebastian, what do you think? A letter written to a
Yes.
lecturer excusing yourself, is it a business letter or not?
Well, I think it depends. So I showed you the structure of a business letter before. You can go to that slide, and we see there that there's a signature and like a formal introduction to the business letter. So I think if I'll send you the message via line or as an email, it's not a business letter. But when I make it formal, so I have my signature on it and yeah, like all necessary parts included, then it would be a business letter.
Okay, so now for Christopher and Nicholas, if you think a letter to the lecturer or a teacher is not a business letter, what is it? Do you have any formal relationship with the lecturer other than classroom for you to think it's not a business letter?
Now I think it's
What have you-
explained understandable for me.
Yeah, what about you, Christopher?
makes
Are you
sense,
giving up? Are you giving up like Nicholas?
I think it really depends like on how you structure the inquiry.
What is
to
it
your teacher.
depending on? Because you have to situate what is business letter. For business, your
Yes.
relationship with the lecturer, is it business or formal or informal?
I think it's formal, yes,
Yeah,
but
if
it's
it
not.
is formal, then how come the letter for excusing yourself from class is not categorized as business?
I think Sebastian has like one slide where there are 4 different types of business letters,
Oh.
and I mean you can categorize it as an inquiry letter when I like
Even
call
if
in
it is
sick.
an inquiry letter, even if it is an order letter, I just want to know what makes you think that a letter written to a lecturer, a teacher, that you're not going to attend a class, or maybe you're engaged in one other thing or another, such letter, I'm asking, what makes you think it's not a business letter?
Because I think if I write like an inquiry to you, I don't follow the structure that
The
Sebastian
fact that you
mentioned.
don't follow it does it make it not be a business letter? The fact that you chose to send it online, the fact that you chose to send it on WhatsApp,
Yes,
then
that doesn't
does
make
that why that very fact that the lecturer allows you, because not every lecturer will tolerate that. Because if you want to excuse yourself in class, it should be a formal letter.
Yes,
Should
that's
be
a different
letter that
situation.
demonstrates responsibility. That should be filed in archive
Yes,
to showcase and then excuse you from that particular day. And to be submitted by a lecturer to any other department that needs it. If you write a letter to online or WhatsApp, I would, because what connects you and the lecturer is not formal relationship,
yeah.
it's informal. So why should sending it online or WhatsApp because or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok? Yes, why should that be considered at all?
Yeah, I think it depends like on the situation or on your relation with the teacher. I mean, there are some teachers that are like really strict, and some teachers that you may already know since a few years because you have every class with them, and they
Then for that
already.
knowledge, does it prevent the nature of letter that's supposed to be formal? Does that make it informal?
Yes,
Why?
because when you send it online or on WhatsApp, you can't.
There is it a right thing to do?
Huh?
Is it a right thing, appropriate thing to do? Let me use the word appropriate. Is it an appropriate thing to do by sending it to line that you're not attending classes? Is it the right appropriate?
I think if you don't know the lecturer that good, I think no, you should send a formal inquiry. But it depends on the relationship.
So in other words, the relationship is no longer formal.
Yeah,
Why shouldn't it be? Why? Because it's supposed to be formal. What connects you with the teacher to be formal?
I think it should be formal. The relationship should be always formal with the
Yes.
teacher. But I think it's in some situation a more easy and convenient way to send an inquiry via line, because
Even
it's
when you send it via online, does that make it informal, Sebastian? Even if you choose the medium, whichever medium, does that make the relationship with the teacher and the student informal? Tolerated, and should that be the case?
I would say in today's professional communication, communicating via like social networks like Line and not Instagram, but Microsoft Teams, for example, does not make the relationship necessarily uninformal or not informal or not professional. But if you want to if you want to deal with a professional matter or subject like doing a transaction, everything has to be in perfect order, and that will be done through a business ledger. So if you just write a message, I think it's okay to do it via Line or Teams, for example, and that would be also professional. But if you have to do it like official and your actions can have consequences in terms of a transaction, for example, then it should be always done in a business ledger.
Okay, now looking at your definition, a business letter is a formal document used for communication
Yes.
between companies
Yes.
or
Yes.
between a company and its
Yep.
clients,
Yep.
customers,
Yep.
or other external parties.
Yep.
So, believing that you mean by company here to mean a teacher, because this is a,
Yes.
for example, Siam University is a
Yes.
company.
That would be you
Yeah.
in that case.
So now, if we apply with this definition also, why should my communication with a student not being regarded as a business letter? Nicholas.
Can you ask the question again?
Based on Sebastian's definition of what is a business letter, he said a business letter is a formal document used for communication between companies, or between a company or its clients, customers, or other external parties. In this case, a university is a company. And if it's a company, I am representative of the university, this company at the moment. So why should a business letter between me and you in the context of this job, in the context of lecturing, shouldn't be regarded as a business letter? Why?
Well, it shouldn't be regarded as a business.
And why it shouldn't? Because according to you, you said it's not, but even though you gave up a certain point, so
So it's not business letter, right?
that's what I'm saying. Why shouldn't it be a business letter? Looking at the business letter is a communication between a company and customers or clients. You are the client at this stage in terms of loose example anyway. So why should my communication with you not be regarded as a business letter?
Yeah, I think because it's not like we don't act like companies. We act like human, I think, and because of that, it shouldn't be so formal. I think when we
Why shouldn't
communicate.
Sebastian, explain, because this is a presentation. Why shouldn't that be so formal? Because you are excusing yourself for not attending class.
Yes.
Why should that be online? Why should that be on WhatsApp? Why should that be on TikTok? Why should that be on the Facebook? Or maybe you met me on the market, the mall. Oh, teacher, I'm not attending class. Why that? Because that is why we are sitting here, to tell the people the correct thing. Even though there's a globalization of communication, but the fact is that this is this, and this is the correct thing, appropriate thing. So that's what I want to get. Sebastian, do you have anything about that?
Yeah, I think while dealing with the topic of teacher and student, it's more like not that informal environment, because we are students and we are like if we have problems, for example, we will come to you and ask about your opinion. So I think our relationship shouldn't be that formal compared to like business
If
partners.
it is not formal, to whose credit and to whose disadvantage? If you remove formality, to whose credit, to whose advantage, and to whose disadvantage? If it is not formal.
Well, I think the student then has an advantage because just can, as said the example before, he just can write you via line that he is not attending class today, for example. So it will be an advantage for him to just send you a quick message instead of writing a whole business letter and send it to you via the post office, for example.
Then why not we go? Do you know about Kosan Road?
Yes.
Then why not we go on Kosan Road and conduct classes if there's no formality?
Well,
Christopher, do you
think
know
that
about
there's-
Kosan Road?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
So we have to go tonight to go and conduct this class. So you do your presentation in Kosan Road. Yes. If that is the case, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be graded. We shouldn't follow any rubric. We shouldn't have any course outline. If that is the case. So tonight we are going to Kosan Road and then complete the rest of the presentation. Is that not the correct? Because if there's no formality, if there's no formal relationship between a teacher and the student, in my own view, I may be wrong, but in my own view, the teacher will be in trouble.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because student can easily accuse a teacher of one thing or the other. And in some cases, the teacher may not survive it. And then the student might claim to be innocent, while the teacher will be in trouble.
Yeah.
So the same thing is applicable to companies. You don't go to buy other goods in a formal way. It must be informal because there are financial transactions, there are legal issues attached to it. So I don't know if I am not getting it, but I get scared if the relationship is not formal. Of course, some teachers may have personality, very good personality. Some teachers may have good attitude. Some teachers may have a kind of a relaxed personality. They are approachable. But approachability should not be misunderstood to mean that relationship and the teacher and student should be so informal. It's very easy, very simple. That is the expected issue. That's the expected input or expected output too. But the point is that to whose advantage and to whose disadvantage? Because what you gave a student as in an informal setting might be misunderstood, might be misrepresented. Then on that note, if you are the teacher, sorry for you. If you are the teacher, sorry for you. So why not then we now put it where it belongs? Where it belongs, and then it belongs to the group of your present definition. That a business letter is a formal document used for communication between companies or between a company and its clients, customers, or other external parties. We have exceptional teachers actually, but the fact that they are very exceptional, approachable, very good, does not mean that every teacher should be like that. Because when you talk about informal, there are so many things involved in informality. I don't know if you are getting the point.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yes.
it.
There are a lot of things involved in informality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it includes that we have to go to Yakondo right now. After the lecture, we'll go and drink whiskey and then, and so many other things, because that is why it is informal. But to now, bring it to the idea of teaching and the student, if it is not formal, I'm afraid there will be danger. Because we are talking about when we talk about the good aspect, we talk about bad aspect. What about when it has to do with the moral issues, ethical issues, and other things, and legal issues associated with it? So the letter for me of excusing yourself from not attending class should be extraordinarily very formal. Shouldn't be informal. in my own view. Based on your explanation, at the same time, what examples I've given. Otherwise, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, the student will be free, but you as a teacher, you will be battling with your life for any legal issue that you cannot defend because you are reducing your profession to informal practices. Hello? Am I making a point?
Yes.
Sure. In Germany, how do you do it? The relationship with teacher and students, is it a formal or informal one?
In Germany,
Yes.
I think you would say it's very formal.
It's very formal.
Very formal. Yes.
Christopher, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's also very formal because we have some or most of the teachers are like teach in a very traditional way. Like, so you have to be also really formal to them to like get their attention or to get you recognized. But if I'm having an inquiry for my teacher back in Germany, I don't have them online, obviously. So we just contact them via email, and the email should be informal. But in my personal view, we leave some of the things Sebastian mentioned in the structure out. So I shorten the business letter a bit. So
Yeah.
it's like a more convenient way and a more quicker way to send an inquiry. I don't follow the whole structure, but I follow like the concept of it.
Okay, but then that raises another question now. The fact that you sent an email to the teacher, is that not enough formality, irrespective of the content, irrespective of the structure? Because email, definitely signing of it is presumed by the email ID. Of course, some emails you can see signature, but signature means your full name. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it does not necessarily look like something you printed out. It's something that even when you send an email, your email ID in itself is a signature. So which means actually that the fact of sending an email telling a teacher you excuse yourself is a formal business letter as well of that particular nature. Because in that letter, you're supposed to put your full name and supposed to put your ID, student ID, and supposed to put the subject. And it depends on situation. Supposed to put the university because some universities might have a joint kind of program. So you have to identify the person. And by so doing, then that is actually formal enough. The business letter enough, which is different from printing it out and then signing. Because if you print it out, you have to sign. But because it is, you are using yes, means of transmission is through the email. So there's no need for signing. So, but the fact is that it is formal already by doing that. I don't know if you're getting the point.
Yeah.
Hello, are you there, Nicholas?
I'm there.
Are you sure? And about you?
I'm here.
Okay. So, thank you for this definition, but I just want to use this example to call our attention. Business letter is not just because of company in terms of changing business and those. It position.
Yes, it depends on various settings.
Yes, certain position is also where you dictate business from business letter. Okay, a letter between you and your girlfriend, is it a business letter?
No.
How about you, Nicholas?
I don't think so.
Huh?
Also, I say no.
No? Okay. Sebastian, a letter between you and your girlfriend, is it a business letter or formal letter?
I don't think that this is a business letter, so that would be an informal.
Okay, it's informal letter. Why? Why is informal letter?
Because
Not business letter.
Because there is no fixed structure, for example, and you just write it on a daily basis. And business letters are written because of a specific topic you want to get grasp on.
Christopher, can you tell me why?
Yes, I would mainly focus now on the speech or terminology of the letter, because with your girlfriend you really differ
Want
from.
to step? The girlfriend will want to hear "I love you."
Yes, that's what she wanna hear. But yeah, I mean, I really if I send a letter to my girlfriend, I really different from the business speech or business terminology. I think it was mentioned on some slide of you, the do's and don'ts. Yes, don't use informal language. I think that sums it up really good. So
Okay,
a letter
so-
to my girlfriend cannot be a business letter.
Nicholas.
Yeah, I think the same as Christoph said. And when I text my girlfriend, I don't text her one time in like 1 week. I text her sometimes a day, and if I text her all the time when I write her a business letter, that would be too much, I think. Then I would write like 5 to 10 business letters a day, and that wouldn't work. and then and then she would leave me because I write too much business letters. She has to read too much. Yes, because
Yeah, you guys got it. Because the big formal letter written to girlfriend or my mom or my dad or my friends are mostly filled with full of emotion, feelings, personal issues. Just like a letter to a girlfriend. What if you want to express the joy, the happiness you had with her like last night? Are you going to put it in the letter? And how you had fun with her and all the things you did with her? Are you going to put it in the letter? Okay. And then you try to expose all those things you did that were private. You see that? So business is business. Focus on it. That is the difference. But then informal has not loaded with so many things that shouldn't be known elsewhere most times except between you and the person. You get that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on. We are
Next
just in an
slide.
introductory part. So, importance of a business letter: increasing goodwill, establishing and maintaining strong business relationships, and maintaining secrecy. Yes, that is correct. Business letter will go straight to the point and maintain the principles, maintain the contract, maintain the agreement we have reached. And most often it's very short. It doesn't talk too much. It doesn't express too much. It goes straight to the point. Okay, continue. Then purpose.
Sorry. So there's
Okay. Purpose of a business letter: inquire about a current or prospective order. Yes, I ordered a good. I want to know about that good. And then I want to know what's happening about that good. Then I want to know, when are you going to supply the good? I want to know, when are you going to supply the good? Then settle transactions. Settle transactions. You know, maybe there are issues that with my company and your company about supply. Yeah. So establish business relationship. Yeah, correct. So if I go to the market, I go straight to your company. I don't need to go to another company. Persuade clients and customers to make a sale. Yes, of course. Keep records of business transactions. Thank or recognize an individual's achievement. Acknowledge payment or confirm delivery. Always re-emphasize the importance of professionalism in business communication, as it builds trust, maintains clarity, shows respect, reflects company values, and enhances a positive reputation. You see that? Always emphasize the importance of professionalism, which is not contained in a formal letter. I mean, in informal letter.
formless.
In a letter between your girlfriend or between a girlfriend and a boyfriend, or between family members or friends. Is that clear? Any question about that?
want to add something.
Okay.
I think another purpose of a business letter is that when you write it, there can be legal actions following. So what you write is legally confirmed and they can pin you out on this. So
Perfect.
if you write, okay, I'll buy this good for $1,000, you have to do it because you sign it, and it's now like it can be like a contract like document.
Yes, I think
Correct me if I'm wrong
I
here.
think this is
Perfect.
exactly what is meant by seller transactions. So you have a business ledger, you have two parties, and both parties agree on like the conditions which are written in the business ledger. Everybody signs it, so nobody can say after that you didn't knew anything which was said before.
Very good. Just like let me bring back the idea of teaching again. Did you get the course outline in this course? You're supposed to have gotten the course outline. So in that course outline is an agreement what should be done and what shouldn't be done, and that the teacher will be judged by that, and the teacher will use it to grade the students. You get that? So that is why. Thank you for reminding that aspect. It has a legal tone to it. There's also legal dimension. Somebody who is taking responsibility and who signed and what are the issue. Very, very important, because there is always a civil or criminal action within. So in that case, go to court, and then the only paper available will be that professional letter signed. Okay. So types of business letter, they are inquiry letter used to ask for information or clarification about products, services, or partners from another business. Complaint letter, written to address issues such as satisfactory products or services, aiming for a resolution in a professional manner. Order letter, used to formally place an order for goods or services, detailing the specifications and terms of the purchase. Sales letter, a persuasive letter used to promote products or services, encouraging potential clients or customers to take action, such as making a purchase or subscribing to a service. You have read this before, right? I'm just repeating it
Yes.
in my own accent as well,
Okay.
so that those who hear us will hear from you and hear from my own for better assimilation. Okay, structure of a business letter. Must it be in this way? The structure, must it be in this way?
Sure.
But let me take for you have structure here. Sometimes, if we follow a conventional, if we follow a conventional format, this should be here.
Yes.
If we follow a conventional format,
Yeah.
this one should be here, and then this one should be there. And then where is dear sir or dear madam? Salutation. Where is it? Is it here?
It's like a little bit. If the upper one is on the upper right and that one is the left, it's a little bit shifted.
So dear human resource director. But then where is the title? Where is the topic?
Yeah, there has to be like
Where is it? It's missing.
it's between here and here. There would be.
Most if we follow from conventional format, traditional format. Let me use the word traditional. If we follow traditional format, it will be in this way. Here, this one will be here, and then this one will be here. Then their human rights, blah blah blah. Then the title.
Ah, okay.
You see, title, because you have to demonstrate what you are talking about. Can you look at it? You see? Huh? Okay, no. Don't worry, let me bring it. It's okay, the light will be disturbing it. Because, just hold on. Okay, so so look at it. Are you seeing it, everybody? You see? Look at it here. You see exactly what it. So it should be just like normally, conventional, traditionally speaking. Then comma, full stop two times. You end the full stop that will end your address, and then the full stop that will end the date. Then again, you begin the person you are writing it to. Then dear sir or madam, then the title, the topic before you start writing, following introductory part, the body, conclusion, and then yours sincerely. Sign your name and give your information. You get it?
Yes.
So if we actually follow traditional format, this is the way it should be. But then nowadays you see so many things online, so many information. So this one is not actually a traditional format. Yeah, but then we can still do with it as it presented. So the point here remains that business letter has its own extraordinary format and expected format. So what are we trying to say? Then look at as Sebastian just rightly put, structure of business letter. Sender's information. First of all, you have to put your name, your address, and your contact information. You see that here? If you look at this one over there, you see this traditional format I put on the board. Then again, date written in full format. Correct. Look at here, you put it January 11, 2025. Okay. Then again, recipient's information, your own information, which is this one. I mean, the person you are sending it to,
Yes.
the company or whoever. Which is this one. Then salutation, correct, salutation. But what is missing here is what? Topic, title, subject. If we follow traditional format. If you follow traditional format, everything here is correct. This one will go there, this one will go up, and this one, okay. Then here, in between, around here, you put the title, what's the letter for? Then, sincerely yours, not only your name, you can still put some other information, either your phone number if it is not there, if it's not with letterheaded paper. So, you may still repeat certain information here. So look at the body, introduction, just like Sebastian put it here very correctly. Then the main message, I believe this is the main message.
Yes.
And then conclusion, I believe this is a perfect format. You have to introduce, if you are writing to a lecturer, you have to say who you are, your student ID. You have to put your full name, you have your student ID, your faculty, required information, and go straight to the point. And then announce what you're about to say. Then you can even initiate what you're saying here in the body. Because not only in an essay, even in the letter writing, we still follow the same format. Are you there? So at the end of everything, remember signature. You have to sign sincerely. Give a gap, sign, then your name. Okay. Any question about that? There is a traditional format. This is traditional way, and this is the modern way that people use. And then sometimes letterheaded as well. Any question about that? Chris, do you have any question?
Yes. Like in the presentation, it says the closing, polite sign off sincerely. Are there any other phrases I can use?
Many, faithfully.
Yeah, you can also use faithfully, for example.
Best regards, depending
regards,
on the
yes.
tone.
Okay.
There are so many ways.
And also depending on the relation to the other
Yes.
person,
Yes.
right?
You can
Okay,
also
yeah.
use, if it's like more not that formal, you can also use greetings, for example.
Yeah. So thank you. That is a nice question and a nice observation. Okay. So now do's and don'ts. There are so many things you cannot do. One of them, do keep it clear and concise. Go straight to the point. Don't talk too, don't put more information that is not needed. Let it not be too wordy. Just go straight. This is the business. Talk
Yes.
business. That is why it's called business letter. Go straight. If you have more details, maybe if you are asked upon, you can now add details or have an attachment to support what you are doing. But this kind of letter should go straight to the point. Keep it clear and concise. Very simple. And then be organized. Be organized as well. Do organize your content logically, just like Sebastian showed us before. We put on introductory part not only in an essay, even in letter. Introduce the letter. After you must have followed this format, your address, your information, the date. Some people normally they write the letter without date. That is not correct. Then this one, the person you are writing to, maybe say I'm university president. After everything, dear sir. Then salutation, that is dear sir. Then you put the topic. What topic are you writing about? Underline it. If you use capital letters, no need to underline. If you use small letters, underline it. Then look at marshal it out, the introductory explanation, then put the body, and then conclusion. Do organize your content logically. Everything must be very clear to you. Don't forget, you are talking about business letter here. So in the business letter, you make sure that you organize yourself, organize your content, organize whatever you are about to, so that you'll be understood clearly. Most times, do you think it requires two pages or one page?
It depends on the occasion.
Pardon?
It depends on the occasion and the purpose of the business letter. So if it is like a transaction letter from a recent M&A deal, for example, it will have a few hundred pages, but there can be just like an order letter, which is about one page.
Yeah, most times business letter is expected, is required, just one page. If you need a detail, then you can say attach. But then let there be just one page where you sign in the same one page. That is why it says here, keep it clear and concise. Is that not what you mean?
Yes.
So most business letters are one page. Anything more than that is just like, I don't know what to say, but it's not needed. It should be one page. You try as much as you can to make it one page. So what you cannot do, don't use informal language. I think we spend some time here. Don't use informal language. So, not the language you use for your girlfriend, your family members, and friends that you use in business life. You have to coordinate yourself, control yourself, and then know that this is a different kind of communication.
This also applies for a complaint letter, for example. So do not even think of consulting anybody. So
Yeah.
always stay formal.
Or maybe, why did you come late to work? I woke up and I was sick and I was feeling running stomach and I was going to toilet here and there. I could not meet up because yesterday I went to Coastal Road and I was with my girlfriend all through night. And then because of that, no. You don't need it in business letter. Go straight to the point, the reasonable point. If you are sick, then you are sick. Nobody will expect you to explain. Sickness is sickness. It's only when you get to the doctor, then you now begin to explain everything to the doctor that will take care of you, so the doctor will know how to handle your case. But when you are taking an excuse from your work that just you're sick, and you have an appointment with the doctor, that's all. Hello, are you there? Nicholas, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay. Don't be vague or ambiguous. Whatever you say should be very simple. when you don't use the word love. You are writing to your boss and say, I love you so much. What does that got to do with your business? So I admire you so much. You're the best boss I've ever seen. Come on, give me a break. You should go straight to the point, go straight to the reason. We don't need those kind of admirational statements or expression. Okay.
I have another question. Like, we already said that an email to your teacher or to your boss can be also considered as a business letter. And if I start the email with, I hope this email finds you well, or something like this, is it allowed in a business letter, or is it like a appropriate term to use?
Yeah, for me, I wouldn't think is important. Whether the email finds him well or her well, just like you just AI. You want AI to give you an information, it will start to say, I hope this thing finds you well. Come on, who cares about my well or not? Just go straight to what you want to say. That's the point here. Keep it clear and concise. Go straight to the point. If you whatever you want to say, go straight and say it. There's nothing like I hope this finds you well. Finds what well? What if it does? Well, what if it doesn't find me well? That's why you should avoid a vague and ambiguous statement or words. I hope this finds you well. I hope you're in good mood. That's not what is expected of a business letter, actually. The business, that is why it is called business. Go straight to the point as much as you can. In the conclusion, you might use some words that are very persuasive and very encouraging and very, very admirable. But the point is that business letters should avoid certain things that shouldn't be put there. Go straight to the point, because that's why it's business. Business is business. That's my own view. I don't know if I... But then you see many people use it. But the point is, that's why we're in the classroom to try to demonstrate, try to showcase, try to navigate, try to examine, try to investigate certain things we see out there. So business letters shouldn't have certain statements that are irrelevant to the business. Okay, so now conclusion. A clear communication is key. You get that? Clear communication is key. Business letters are essential tools for professional, clear, and formal communication. Without clear communication, it's no longer a business letter. So go straight to the point. Follow the structure. Using the correct structure helps to ensure your message is clear, organized, and easy to understand. So business letter must have these tips. Clear communication, follow the structure, like you see the example Sebastian gave already. Professionalism matters. Always maintain professionalism in tone, language, format, to build trust and credibility. You see that? So, any further clarification about this as we are rounding up? Any further clarification about this? Any other question?
Nothing to add.
Another question?
I have a question. When I personally write a business letter, what are, for you, Sebastian, what do you want to, if you give a tip to me, what is the most important thing I have to do when I write a business letter?
Okay, Sebastian, what's the most important thing he has to do if he wants to write a business letter?
Yes.
A good business letter, not just business, a good one.
When I did my internships, my boss always gave me one tip, and I will give it to you now. Do not spend too much time on writing business letters and on thinking on how to get these texts as nice as possible. Try to get straight to the point. You want your answer as quickly as possible. So just try to give the recipient the possibility to understand your message quickly, so that he can respond in a quickly manner, because you want your answer from him. So just don't overcomplicate it. Just don't overcomplicate things. I think that is a very good tip.
Okay.
Really helps me.
Is that clear?
That's good.
Any more questions, Christopher? Okay, so we thank you very much for your presentation on business letter. I think this has been well presented, and I do believe that other students out there who listen to you will learn one or few things. So I thank you very much, and I thank all of you from Germany in this particular course. You have actually done very well. So your name is Christopher Duro, and then from Göttingen University, Frankfurt, and Nicholas Price, okay, from Göttingen University, Frankfurt, and then here is Sebastian from Göttingen University as well.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much,
It was a
sir.
pleasure for us.
Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we clap up for him? Yeah, thank you. See you, see you, see
Thank
you.
you.